Changing WH questions from the present continuous active voice into passive voice can be a bit tricky, but once you understand the rules and structures, it becomes much easier. Let's dive right in. First, let's break down the present continuous active voice. This structure typically follows the formula subject plus is slash m slash r plus verb ing. For example, what is the teacher explaining? Here, the teacher is the subject, is the auxiliary verb, and explaining is the main verb in its ing form. Now, to convert this into passive voice, we need to focus on the object of the active sentence. In our example, the object is what? The passive voice structure changes to subject plus is slash am slash r plus being plus past participle. So, we take what and make it the subject of our new sentence. The teacher becomes the agent, and we need to use the past participle of explain, which is explained. So, our new passive voice question becomes, what is being explained by the teacher? Notice how the focus shifts from the doer of the action to the action itself. This is a key characteristic of passive voice. Let's look at another example. Consider the active voice question. Who is painting the house? Here, who is the subject, is the auxiliary verb, and painting is the main verb. To convert this into passive voice, we identify the object, which is the house. Now, we reformulate it. The house is being painted by who? This structure emphasizes the house, the recipient of the action, rather than the person doing the painting. It's important to remember that when we form passive questions, we often place the agent at the end of the sentence, using by. This is a common practice in English to maintain clarity and focus on the action. Let's try one more example for clarity. Take the question, what are they discussing? Here, they is the subject, are is the auxiliary verb, and discussing is the main verb. The object here is what? In passive voice, we would say, what is being discussed by them? Again, we see the shift in focus from the doers to the action itself. Now, let's summarize the steps for transforming WH questions from present continuous active to passive voice. First, identify the subject, auxiliary verb, and the main verb in the active voice. Next, find the object of the active sentence, which will become the new subject in the passive voice. Then, use the structure. Subject plus is slash m slash r plus being plus past participle. Finally, don't forget to include the original subject as the agent at the end of the sentence using by. By practicing these transformations, you'll become more comfortable with both active and passive voice structures. It's a valuable skill that enhances your understanding of English grammar and improves your communication skills. So, keep practicing, and soon you'll be a pro at converting WH questions from active to passive voice.